there we have it. There we have it. Another Bahrain qualifying in the bag. No spoilers. No spoilers here. Nothing that can jump out in front of you and think, whoa, what a qualifying. Same shit names. Lewis Hamilton, Bottas, Max! Same people finishing on top. Even Albon. That must have been the highlight of the year. That Albon finishes 4th in qualifying. He's still dog shit. And then Sergio Perez finishing 5th. The guy who should be going to Red Bull. But the way the rumours are going on. But I don't listen to rumours. I'm just telling what the rumours are saying. That maybe Perez is not going to get that spot at Red Bull. And if Red Bull doesn't take Perez, that is the dumbest move that Red Bull has ever done. The second dumbest move that Red Bull ever done is letting Daniel Ricciardo go. But Perez not coming to Red Bull, that has to be the dumbest move that Red Bull has ever done if it does happen. Because Albon shouldn't even be in Formula 1. To me, he's not good enough. I'm just going to come out and say Albon is not good enough. They got guys like Kevin Magnussen leaving Formula 1 because he can't get a spot. Roman Grosjean, forget Roman Grosjean, he's finished. Roman Grosjean doesn't give a crap. Roman Grosjean is going to be in his hotel at the end of the season smoking a big fat spliff the same size as my front door, getting high as a kite with him and his wife. Roman Grosjean doesn't give a shit. He's made his money. He's been there 10 years. He's going to make all the money he wants. He's probably going to go to IndyCar. He's going to be probably racing 1960s minis that done in the park. He don't give a shit. The guy's bank balance is as big as my house. Trust me, he doesn't care. But going back to Albon, Albon should not be in Formula 1. He's a choker. Magnussen should be in Formula 1 still. He's a bit of a clown, but he still should be in Formula 1. Perez, if he does not go to Red Bull, I'm going to have the biggest rant anybody has ever saw me ever do. Ever. In all my history of me doing videos over 3 years now. If Perez does not go to Red Bull and they leave that stupid clown at Red Bull Albon, I'm going to have the biggest rant the world has ever seen. I'm probably going to have the biggest rant that I'm going to end up smashing all my equipment up.
Nope.
Because Perez, to me, is one of the top drivers in Formula 1. Top 5, easy. To me, he's better than Max Verstappen. Yeah, Max Verstappen fans are going to come out and try and troll me on Twitter, troll me in the comment section. Because they're all virgins, and they're all virgins that can't come out and flipping say what they really want. Hiding in little dark corners, trying to decode stuff. That's what's going to happen. They're going to come out and say, how can you say that he's not, how can you say that Max is not better than... Yeah, I've just said it. If you've got an opinion, you make your channel and make it noted. And then I'll come on your channel and I'll disagree with you. There's no point coming sending little messages in the comment section. Sorry! What's that going to do? Nothing. Come out, make it on my own channel and debate. Debate. And to me... Perez is better than Max Verstappen. And I'll tag it as well. Perez versus Max Verstappen. Perez is better. I'll tag it all over Twitter. All over my YouTube. Because he should be still in F1. Take Bottas out. Stick Perez in. That's just my opinion. If you don't like it, suck my dick. Simple. Now. Look. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Do you want me to sit here and say to everybody, you know what? What a great qualifying. This qualifying was one of the best qualifying I have ever witnessed. Should I say that? Maybe to try and get a couple more views. Maybe a couple of likes. No! Not going to say it. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. I'm telling you right here now, the best F1 reviewer on the internet is me. Because you know what? All right, I might not have the biggest subscribers. I might not have 100. I might not have 200 subscribers. I might not have 1,000 subscribers. I might not have 5,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter. But listen to why I speak and what I say. I tell you the truth every single time. And for the subscribers that I've got, 161, I think it is now. I've got 161 subscribers. And they will tell you all my videos, most of the time I've been right. There's a guy that followed me from day one called Stanek. I hope I pronounced your name, bro. I hope I haven't botched your name. But his name's Stanek. And this guy knows, yeah, me. And he actually said, last week on my video, 2 weeks ago actually, on the race review video, he said to me, all this season I have been right. I should be giving people advice. I'm not one of these reviewers that are going to go, oh, Max Verstappen. I'm not going to stroke F1's dick. I'm not going to do it. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, but if Lewis Hamilton comes out and says something wrong or something I don't agree with, I'm not just going to say, yeah, I agree with him. No, I'm going to come out and tell you how it is every single time. And if you don't like it, dislike and get the fuck off my channel. Simple. Very, very easy. Very easy. Yeah. What are you expecting to say, the qualifying? Well, yeah, best qualifying ever. 2020, 19, better than 98, better than 2003, better than 2017. The qualifying was predictable. This is what I should have titled this video. F1 2020 qualifying, Bahrain, predictable. But there's one I am looking for. You know what? I got more enjoyment at the F2. And I said this a couple of weeks ago on some of my other videos. F2 is more exciting than F1. Because the reason why F2 is more exciting than F1, because F2, their cars are more similar. They're more similar in pace. And that's what makes a more exciting race. And it's true. And people are going to go, oh yeah, but Lewis Hamilton's got the fastest car. Yeah, but that's not his fault. The best drivers go in the best cars. That's the way it goes. The best drivers go in the best cars. But me, personally, I would love to see the grid more even. I would love to see Alonso come back next year and smash it and win the title. That would be the best news I've ever heard. Deep down in my core, in my heart, I would love him to come back next year and blow everybody away. Blow Hamilton, blow Bottas. Well, anybody can blow Bottas, let's face it. Blow Max, blow them all to pieces and win the title, win the 3-time world champion. I would love it if Alonso came back. I would love it, but I know it ain't going to happen because he's in a Renault. Don't get me wrong, Renault's improving. Renault's improving, but they're not going to win the title, are they? I'd love the cars to be more even and see them go wheel to wheel. I would love it. And if Max was in the Mercedes, by the way, jerks, he'd still lose against Lewis. There you go, my opinion. Don't like it, comment section, and then I'll block you anyway. So there you go. So, qualifying started. Charles getting stuck in traffic. Charles getting a bit frustrated at the beginning of the qualifying. Getting stuck in traffic. That's just been Ferrari's season all year. Let's face it. They've been getting stuck in traffic. Vettel, I'm not going to get into Vettel. You know how I stay with Vettel. Vettel's getting high as a kite every night. Comes home with his wife, high as a kite on his magic carpet, and he gets smacked out of his head every night. He don't give a crap about Ferrari. He does not give a crap. And you know me, you watch all my videos, you know how I stay with Vettel. Vettel, I love Vettel, man. Best on the press conference. One of the best anyway. Russell, look. You know how I stay with Russell. For me, Russell is the second best driver on the grid. George Russell is the second best driver on the grid. And he proved it today when he got that car into Q2. He got that car into Q2. He beat Antonio Giovinazzi, which to me shouldn't be at F1 next year. He should not be there next year. He's not good enough. Antonio Giovinazzi looks like Kenny G. He shouldn't be there. You got flipping Kimi Räikkönen. Well, look, Kimi Räikkönen has been there a long time. If he wants to stay another season, he can. I think he's earned that. But in my personal opinion, I just think Kimi Räikkönen shouldn't be there. Magnussen, I think he should be there. I think maybe another season, maybe at a better team. Let's see how it goes. If he doesn't do good at another team, no, he was out. So he beat Magnussen, Grosjean, Latifi. Anyone can beat Latifi. Latifi every weekend in qualifying and in practice is done. We all know Latifi ends up at the bottom. So George Russell gets out of Q1 into Q2. George Russell, that car Williams should not be getting into Q2, but George Russell, because of his natural ability, his natural speed and his natural instinct, he's getting that car into Q2, and that's why, to me, he's the second best driver in the grid. And I don't care if nobody agrees with me. That's my opinion. This is why this channel's called Solo P1, because that is my opinion. And if you like it, I'm on board. If you don't like it, I don't care. So, Q2, rear tyres blocked up. Carlos Sainz locked up on his rear tyres. He was just bombing down the straight. He must have thought he was flipping Evel Knievel or Knight Rider. He was bombing down that straight with nobody's business. Like he was in a rocket ship. Like he was in the biggest rocket a man has ever seen. A man has ever created. And all of a sudden his rear tyres was locked up. And he was like an old school handbrake in the 1980s Mini, where you just pull the handbrake and it just goes flying. And that's what it was like. He must have thought he was in the dirt tracks. He must have thought he was racing with his dad in the dirt tracks. No, Carlos! It's not the dirt tracks, it's Formula 1. So, whatever happened, you probably pulled something, but the rear tyres locked up and he was gone. So, Carlos, not having the best of seasons now. He probably can't wait, listen, he probably can't wait to get out of that team. Right, but don't rush to go to Ferrari, because you're not necessarily, you know what I mean. The way Ferrari's at the moment, yeah, you think they're getting better, and then they go one step forward, two steps back. That's Ferrari. One step forward, two steps back. So Carlos Sainz going to Ferrari next year. I don't think McLaren gives a crap really if Carlos Sainz goes out. To be fair, they'll never come out in the press and say it, but I don't think they care. So after the session resumed, it was a red flag, by the way. They closed the session for about a couple of minutes. As soon as it resumed, the Lando flew out the pits trying to get a good lap in. Lando looked a bit dodgy today, man. Lando wasn't the same old Lando to me. Lando looked like he was all over the place. He looked like he had something on his mind. Maybe it's that girl. Maybe it's that girl he might have slept with in Turkey on his birthday. You never know there. It could be something happened in Turkey. Something might have happened, you know what I mean? I'm not going to actually spell it out for you morons. Something might have happened in Turkey. And he's just not the same. He's not the same old cheerful Lando that you will see with his old big grin on his face. It's like the man's growing up, you know. If you know what I'm saying. He's like he's growing up. But anyway, Lando was all over the place. He was like driving on ice. He probably felt like going on ice. Even Max Verstappen flew out the pits like they was driving iRacing. He had Max Verstappen behind him trying to get the nice little toe off him. And he had Lando in front. Looked like probably the thought they was playing fucking some esports iRacing. Because that's what it looked like, the way they were swerving around. But Lando, he wasn't with it today. You could see. Max comes out, sets the fastest lap, got the fastest lap straight away in qualifying 2. And straight after that, Hamilton goes, boom, does a 127.5 and goes almost 1 second faster than his teammate Bottas and half a second faster than Max Verstappen. Half a second faster than Max Verstappen. Now, in real terms, if we was racing in like in a go-kart or a road car and was having a race and someone got beat by half a second, people are going to go, you know what? That's nothing. But in Formula 1 terms, that's a lot. And so I don't want people coming at me and say, oh yeah, you know what? Maybe Red Bull could have won the title. No. Maybe Red Bull will have another chance next season. No. It's never going to happen. The only team what's going to even challenge Mercedes in the future, if the regulations change, it depends how the plan is. But the way we see it now, the only team what's going to challenge Mercedes, the only one is, if they can challenge them, it's going to be Ferrari. It's not going to be Red Bull. Red Bull are not. I think Red Bull are going to take 2 steps back next season. If they keep Albon, they ain't going to win nothing. That moron, that bucket head, yeah. If he stays at Red Bull, yeah, they ain't going to win no world title next year. They ain't going to win listen, let's face it, they ain't going to win the world title anyway. But if he stays there, they're definitely not going to win the world title. He's going to probably get about 5 DNFs, like he always does. He always hits somebody. He started off with Hamilton. Actually, he started last year in Brazil. Then he started off again in Austria. He's going to hit somebody. He never finishes the race, really. He always hits someone. He's too aggressive. Don't know what he's doing. Goes out of control. And then he comes on the bike and says it's too hard. And then Martin Brundle comes out and say, welcome to Formula 1. Get the fuck out of this Formula 1. You don't belong here. Clown, Albon. Clown. So basically, Max at fastest lap. Hamilton said, yeah, I'll have it now. I'm going to set another fastest lap. Boom. There you go. Game over. So we know where it's going, don't we? Let's face it, we know where it's going. We know it every week. It's going to be Mercedes and Max. Every week. Elimination at the end was Verstappen. No, Vettel, Leclerc. So you had the two Ferrari guys going out. So everybody thought Ferrari was making pace. I thought Ferrari was making pace. I said it 2 weeks ago in my video that Ferrari is making grounds. Ferrari started to come good. Vettel was got a podium. But not today. Vettel's won this more times than anybody. Bahrain, he's won this more times than anyone. I think him and Schumacher's got the record. Now, Vettel's out, Leclerc's out, Russell's out, but he's in a Williams. He shouldn't even be there. He should have went out in Q1, but he got in Q2. So Russell's out, Sainz, and the top was Hamilton, Verstappen, Bottas. You can see where it's going out, don't you? You can see where it's going. I'm trying to make it entertaining for you guys. Try to make it entertaining to let the video sweet because there's nothing to talk about. I could just come out and say every week, copy and paste from 2 weeks ago, same shit. I'm just trying to make it entertaining. So basically, the thingy come out on the mic. What's his name? He was bitching it. What's his name? Stroll. Coming out on the mic and says, "Oh yeah, communication. No communication, mate. You're dog shit." So Charles was ninth. Where he's out anyway. Q3, Lando's coming out first. It went wide. Like I said, I don't know what happened to Lando. Maybe he had too many kebabs 2 weeks ago and he's still getting the runs. I don't know. Maybe he had a few too many drinks in Turkey. Or maybe he had a few more something, if you know what I'm saying, in Turkey. Because Lando was all over the place. He's like that he went to play on F1. Nah, it's like he went on F1 2020 and he was like playing with no traction, no ABS, no nothing. And that's what it was like watching Lando Norris come out in Q3. He was all over the place. But let me go back to Q2 now, Q1. When the Q1 finished, when Russell went through, I don't care what anybody says. At the end of Q1, Lando, he could have went a bit faster at the end of Q1 and put Russell out, but he never. He saw Russell's time. He knew Russell weren't going to beat him anyway. He knew Russell was safe into Q2, and then he backed off. And I think he'd done that for his friend just to get Russell through to Q2. That's my opinion. I'm just going back to Q1 and just like rehashing it. So, Max Verstappen comes on the radio in Q3 saying, look, my rear tyres are playing up. Right? My rear tyres are playing up. So I'm thinking, is that a joke or something? You've only just done one lap and now your rear tyres are playing up. Whatever, mate. Whatever. We know you're going to get third, so it doesn't matter. The mind games doesn't work with Mercedes. The Mercedes team, the Mercedes pit team, Toto is basically the Terminator anyway. He sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's as tall as Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's from Austria, so he is the Terminator. You got Hamilton, he's Terminator 1. Nah, I'll tell you what it is. Toto's Terminator 1. Bottas is John Connor. And Hamilton he's flipping Linda Hamilton. The John Connor's mum. That's what it is. So Bottas is John Connor. Hamilton is the mum. Yeah. And Toto, yeah, is Terminator. There you go. Sorted. You got the Terminator there. There you go. All three of them. And the team is all the robots in Terminator. All the robots, that's the team. Because they do not care. They don't care. They got no feelings. They are a machine. Mercedes are a machine. You got the British engineers. You've got the he's based in Britain. British engineers, best engineers in the world. You got the German engineering as well, like with the German parts. You got the British chassis, because the chassis is made in Britain as well. So you got the perfect German and British combination. You're never, ever going to beat them. It's never going to happen. So Christian Horner, you can make all the jokes you want and do little tactics. Still not going to work, mate. You still hasn't won the title. And you're not going to win the title. Not why Toto's there. Toto will go when you go. So, so Hamilton smashed Bottas. So basically, come out now. Come to the end of qualifying. Hamilton comes out first. Smashes, get fastest time. it went even faster. So Hamilton can't stop going faster. Every lap he's going faster. Jesus Christ. And second was Bottas, and third was Max Verstappen. And that's how it ended. The same three, the same shit. So let's do the final standings, or you probably don't even care. I'm just going to do it anyway. So let's get these up. We've got the final standings, same names. I'll tell you, you can go back and you know it's the same names. Ready? Let's bring that here. So we have Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Max Verstappen, Alexander Albon. Who would ever thought Alexander Albon? Let's see how it goes in the race tomorrow, Alex Albon. Guaranteed that he doesn't finish fourth tomorrow. Perez is going to finish in front of him. I'm calling it now. Perez is finishing in front of Albon unless Albon doesn't knock him off the track like a moron. So Albon is fourth, Sergio Perez is fifth, sixth place is Dan Ricciardo, seventh place Esteban Ocon. Good thing. You know what? Esteban Ocon, right? I know I haven't really covered him this year. He should be at Mercedes, right? But he had that year off. He's come back. He was talking to Simon Lazenbury after the qualifying, and he said, look, it took me a while to get back into the car. The cars are they're not different, but he was only had a year out. He goes, it took me a while to get back into the car because he didn't really do a lot of racing. All right, he was in the DTMs, but he didn't do a lot of hardcore racing. Not like Alonso. Alonso's been out for a couple of years, but Alonso was more active and he was more doing simulator work, Ocon. And he actually said because he was finally finding his form again. And you can see it. He's up there now. He's getting seventh all the time. And hopefully he has a good race tomorrow because Ocon's one of my favourite drivers in Formula 1. I like him. I like Russell. I like them too, man. Anyway, and I like Vettel as well. Anyway, 8th place, Pierre Gasly. 9th place, Lando Norris. 10th place, Daniel Fiat. 11th place, Sebastian Vettel. 12th place, Charles Leclerc. 13th place, Lance Stroll. 14th place, George Russell. 15th place, Carlos Sainz. 16th place, Antonio Giovinazzi. Kimi Raikkonen, 17th place. 18th place, Kevin Magnussen. 19th place, Roman Roran. And 20th place, Nicholas Latifi. Now let's go to the videos and see how they look out. See, we've got an interview. We're going to get the top 3 as normal. If you want, remember, you want a good, tomorrow, check out Toto Hammer's channel. He's going to be doing a live race day review. So as you hear it on his channel, he's going to be reporting it all from the race, the beginning to the end. He's been doing it. This is going to be his second week. He done qualifying today. Check his channel out, Toto Hammer. I'll leave his link in the description so it's live review. He also does amazing track, guys. The kid's only young. He's amazing with what he does. He wants to be a racing driver. He's doing his go-kart. He's been doing it for years. He's only a young lad and he's going to get there, and that's his mission, to show his support for Toto Hammer. All links going to be below for him. Now we're going to get onto the videos. We've got the top 3 as normal. We've got number 3. We've got Max Verstappen. There wasn't a lot more in Bahrain. There you go. So I guarantee you're going to hear the advertisement. And if you do, I'm going to have to mute for about 5 seconds. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. There you go. So we're going to wait for this.
Hey Max, disappointed not to be a bit closer to Lewis, or more focused on the race and the race pace that you've got?
I mean, I also like all the time. I want to be closer, but it's what it is. I mean, I don't think there was a lot more in there. Yeah, so starting third, it's been basically my position the whole year, so there's nothing shocking about that.
Do you have the confidence, though, that you can turn the tables on the guys tomorrow?
Turn the tables, you know, when you have a car like that, which is 4 or 5 tenths in front in qualifying, normally in a race I should be ahead as well. But I hope that, yeah, we can be close. We have different tires to them, you know, with the hard tires. Hopefully they will work tomorrow. But, you know, I just hope that we, you know, we can score good points and, of course, hopefully fight for that podium.
You can hear it in his voice, can't you? You can hear it in his voice. The bitterness in his voice. He started to catch up with him. Max Verstappen was a bit cool at the beginning of the season. And now you can hear it in his voice that he's getting bitter. He's saying, oh, if we had a car like that. Well, you got to talk to Christian Horner. If you want to be the best in Formula 1, there's no point of going on. Listen, Max Verstappen, he's funny in press conferences. He comes across like he don't give a crap. Personally, I don't really care about him. But when he does his interviews, he comes across like he doesn't care. But you can hear in his voice, it starts to creep up on him. Paul di Resta said today, hint, oh yeah, if Max Verstappen was in that car instead of Bottas, mate, he'll give Lewis a bit more trouble than Bottas is.
Nope.
That's a bit disrespect, isn't it, to Bottas? That's a bit disrespect. And then now you're hearing it, because you know the reason why Paul di Resta likes a Red Bull? Because I think the guy who used to be his personal engineer is Max's personal engineer. And this is why he loves Red Bull. He's a Red Bull mark. And you can see it's creeping in Max's voice now. Saying, oh, if I had a car like that, there should be in front. Whatever. If you're the best driver, you're getting the best car. Don't give me the shit about the best car. Because all these flipping thingy fans, these Michael Schumacher fans was back in the day, and still is. He had the best car. He had the best car. So, Valtteri Bottas surprised by qualifying gap to Hamilton. No, you shouldn't be surprised because you've been there how long? 2006, 2017, 18, 19. This is your fourth season. And what have you won? Shit. So you shouldn't be surprised. There you go.
I'll be honest, didn't look like there was much wrong with that lap.
Yeah, that's how I felt actually. At the end of the lap, I was like, because I knew what Lewis's first lap in Q3 was, and I think I beat that lap time. And it felt like there was not much more left, so I thought, if he doesn't improve, it could be close. But I heard he improved, and I was surprised with the gap. So I don't know really. That's the issue, because when it feels good and feels you can't extract any more out of the car, and then you see a gap of nearly 3/10, it makes me wonder. We did drift quite into different setups. That can have an effect, but of course we have a look at everything, and I just hope my setup is good tomorrow.
Well, this is it. If you've gone in that different direction, perhaps his is for one lap, yours is better for the race, and it all comes good on Sunday. Are you confident you've got that car underneath you?
I believe the setup directions we went, they only should be good things for the race. And you never know here. It's going to be a game of time management and being smart, when to be fast and where. So there's all the opportunities tomorrow. That's a fact, and I know that.
So Bottas trying to be positive as usual, but we know it's just a big act. He's pissed that he hasn't won that title yet. He's been there. He knows if Lewis Hamilton wasn't at Mercedes, he would have won that title by now. He would have. He's been there since fourth season and he hasn't done it. He must be pissed. So we're gonna go on to Lewis Hamilton. There's no shortcuts to success. Yeah. Hold on. Which I agree.
Lewis, 98 pole positions. That one looked pretty special out there.
Yeah, it was definitely a really great qualifying session, and I remember when I put my helmet on, I was like, oh wow, this is the first time that this year there's been a relaxed entry to a qualifying session without the pressure of a championship. So we got to go out there and enjoy and try to maximize with the car, and a bit experimental but nice and clean.
How much more potent does that make you for the race tomorrow? As you say, no pressure, you can just go out there and have fun.
I don't know how much more potent I can get. The last few races have been pretty strong. So of course I'm always looking. I have no idea what card I'll be dealt when I start the race tomorrow in terms of temperatures and the tyres, and I still will have my work cut out, as we all will. But yeah, I've just got to continue to do the homework. There's just no shortcut to success. You've got to just keep doing the work in the background and keep on adding to it, keep on adjusting and improving it, and yeah.
that is one thing I do agree with. If you want something in this world, if you want something in this life really bad, there's no shortcuts to success unless your daddy's a multi-millionaire. And even then, when you do get there, you still have to produce. Because the money ain't going to make you go faster. It'll get you there, but it won't make you go faster. There's many millionaires or whatever, daddies been millionaires, have gone to Formula One and have choked because they're not that much good of a drivers. They've got there because of the money or the name. If the dad's called PK or the dad's called whatever, they've got there, but they haven't lasted. So I'm gonna end this I'm gonna end it now. I'm gonna leave you with Lewis Hamilton's pole, and it's 1 minute. He's called the great work for you. Lewis Hamilton 2020 pole at Bahrain, and it's 1 minute and 54 seconds. I'm gonna leave you with this, and yeah, I'm gonna leave you with this. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and leave your comments below. Let me know. Like the video. And that's it. So this is Solo P1. I'm going to disappear from this screen at now. See you later. And I'm going to play the lap now. We all knew that was going to happen.
Lewis, you're on pole.
Great work, guys.